Welcome to Lowell Public Schools. In this orientation, you will learn about school calendar and schedule, health and immunization requirements, attendance, language access and resources, home and school communication tools, early childhood, kindergarten, lottery information, first day of school expectations, school meals, transportation guidelines, how to find out what zone you live in, special education, and at the end, you will have a brief survey. The Welcome Center orientation is designed to ensure a smooth transition into the school system. We want families to feel prepared and confident to start this journey with Lowell Public Schools. It is important to have the school calendar somewhere visible, like hanging on the fridge. It includes important dates such as school's first and last day, early release days, holidays, school breaks, parent teacher conferences, and days when the central office and schools may be closed. Health requirements for school enrollment. Immunization records. Families are required to submit the most recent vaccination record when registering their child. The review process. The school nurse will review each student's records to ensure they meet state health guidelines. Enrollment approval. Students will not be allowed to start school until their health records have been reviewed and approved. Parents are encouraged to check with their child's doctor to make sure all vaccines are current. For a list of immunization records, please scan the QR code. If your child is sick and will not be attending school, please call the school directly as early as possible to let them know. If your child sees a doctor, please request a doctor's note and send it with your child when they return to school. This helps us keep accurate attendance records and support your child's learning. Take a look at the information on this flyer to know when you should send your child to school or keep your child home. Attendance expectations. For elementary and middle school students, regular attendance is key to academic success. Students are expected to attend school daily unless they are sick or have an excused absence. Frequent or unexcused absences can affect learning, and families will be notified if attendance becomes a concern. Let's talk about unexcused absences. After 3 absences, a parent meeting or phone call to plan an attendance agreement will happen. After the fourth absence, parents will receive an attendance warning letter. After the fifth absence, a possible home visit will happen or an attendance meeting will be scheduled. And after the sixth absence, an attendance intervention meeting will happen. If a student has 9 or more absences, the school may file a CRA with the court. A CRA is a formal report to the court about chronic absenteeism, which helps the school and families get support to make sure students attend regularly. 15 unexcused absences. Your child will be withdrawn from school. If a student has 8 unexcused absences in a quarter, the school may file a truancy petition with the court. If a student has 7 unexcused absences within 6 months, parents or guardians could face legal consequences. If your child has 15 consecutive unexcused absences, your child will be withdrawn from school. Now let's talk about Lowell High School students. Lowell High School has high expectations for student attendance. Students can be marked absent by being absent for the whole day or by missing individual classes, for example, coming late or skipping a class. The school committee policy does not allow more than 8 unexcused absences per semester in any class. The student has to make up the classwork due to absences within 5 days after the absence. For more information, please refer to the student handbook on the Lowell Public Schools website. Families can contact the bilingual family liaisons for language support in different central office departments. Their contact information in language is provided in this slide. Language access resources for families. We want all families to feel supported and included. Language support is available to help you stay involved in your child's education. You can request interpreters or translated documents at any time. If your child is learning English, they'll also get extra support in the classroom. Schools are required to share important information in a language you understand, so don't hesitate to reach out to the central office of your child's school for bilingual liaison support. You can also translate the Lowell Public Schools website to your preferred language. Language access resources for students and families. Our multilingual language learners education program is designed to support students who speak a language other than English at home. When a student enrolls, they may take a language assessment to help us understand how we can best support their learning. If your child needs this assessment, you'll get a phone call with the details. We offer English as a second language or ESL classes that help students improve their speaking, reading, writing, and listening skills in English. Multilingual staff are available to help students with language related needs. Our schools provide tutoring and academic support to help students succeed in their classes and build their confidence. If your child needs to take the English test, after the test you will receive a letter that looks like this. Home and school communication tools for families. It's important that both families and schools stay connected to share, receive, and respond to important messages. There are several ways that families can stay informed. Each school uses specific communication apps to send important updates, so make sure you know which one your school uses. Emails, school websites, and apps are used to send out key updates and school-wide announcements. Lowell Public Schools uses Aspen to access students' information such as grades, attendance, schedules, homework, etc. Social media is another way to get quick updates about events and important news from your child's school. Don't forget that teacher-parent conferences are a scheduled opportunity to check in about your child's academic progress. And finally, we encourage families to get involved in groups like the PTA, Parent Teacher Association, LPAC for families of English learners, SPEDPAC for families with students in special education, and SAC, the School Advisory Council. Depending on their grade level, students receive a Chromebook or iPad to use for academic purposes. It's very important that these devices are used responsibly and only for school related work. Just a reminder, students are not allowed to bring personal devices from home, and they cannot take school devices home either. However, students can still access learning tools through Clever, which is available from any device, anywhere, as long as they have internet access. Here's an example of what the username and password will be for each student's Clever account. The student ID would be the lunch number or last set number, and the password would be your child's date of birth, 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the day, 4 digits for the year. Early childhood. Children must be 4 years old by September 1st to attend preschool. and 5 years old by September 1st to attend kindergarten. To register, families should go to the Family Resource Center and bring the required documents. For, for preschool, some schools offer both half day and full day programs, but space is limited, so it's important to register early. Please note that transportation is not provided for preschool students unless it's specified in an IEP. Kindergarten students that are eligible by zone and mileage will get transportation. Every child will also participate in a developmental screening, which helps us understand their needs and support their learning from the start. We highly encourage families to attend our open house events. These are great opportunities to meet the staff, explore the classrooms, connect with other families, and learn about available family support resources. If you have any questions or need assistance, we have a great team that can support you. In this slide, we are talking about preschool only. Early registration is recommended since spaces are limited and there is a lottery. The registration usually starts on February. The lottery is typically held in the last week of April or first week in May and is live via Zoom and posted on the website. All pre-registered children will be assigned a lottery number. Families will receive a letter with a proposed placement option. They must respond to the Early Childhood Department by email within 7 business days, indicating one of the options. If you have any questions, please reach out to one of the staff members shared in this slide. Kindergarten lottery information. Registration process. The registration period will begin on February of each year. We encourage families to register before the month of April to be included in the lottery. While we can't guarantee placement in your preferred school, being eligible for the lottery increases your chances of getting the seat of your choice. As approved by the school committee, there will only be one kindergarten lottery held this year. First day of school expectations for elementary and middle school students. Parents may accompany their child on their first day of school to help them feel more comfortable. This is optional. But please bring the school assignment letter on the first day. Students should not take an Uber to school alone. Families must bring students to school if they do not qualify for transportation. By staying informed and engaged, families can help create a positive and supportive school experience for their children. We recommend that you check your child's backpack on a daily basis. School meals. At low public schools, every student gets free breakfast and lunch every school day. No need to apply or sign up. If you're curious about what's being served, just scan the QR code on this slide to view the menu. A few key reminders. We have a strict peanut-free policy to protect students with allergies. That means no peanut products are served in school meals or allowed from home. If you have any questions about menus or allergies, please reach out to the school nutrition department. Student transportation guidelines. Student transportation is not provided for students in preschool. To be eligible for transportation, students from kindergarten through grade 4 must be in zone and live 0.75 miles or more walking distance from the school to the house. To be eligible for transportation, students from 5th to 8th grade must be in zone and live 1.5 miles or more walking distance from the school to the house. High school students have access to free public transportation. You can find the schedules in the LRTL website. If you think your child is eligible for transportation, please fill out the transportation form by scanning the QR code in this slide. Please reach out if you have any further questions. New school, new transportation form. If your child is moving from 4th to 5th grade, that means they're starting middle school and you'll need to find out a new transportation form. If your child is transferring from one school to another within Lowell Public Schools, you will need to fill out a new transportation form. If you moved to a new address, you must first go to Family Resource Center with a proof of address. Once your address is updated, then you can submit the new transportation form. And a very important note for families with students in kindergarten and first grade: an adult must be present at the bus stop when the child is dropped off. If no adult is there, the bus driver will not let the child off, and your child will be brought to the Moody Elementary School. The address is found on this slide. If you are not sure what school zone you belong to, here's a quick way to find out online. First, Google School Selection Lowell Public Schools. Then click on School Selection Lowell Public Schools. Then click here for our interactive school listing map and add your address to find out what zone you belong to. Here's a list of schools by zone. The pink area is Zone 1. The gray area is Zone 2. And citywide schools located in both zones and can be chosen by families living in either zone. Special Education Department. The Special Education Department provides specialized instruction and support to help children with disability related learning needs to success in school. These supports are based on state and federal laws that protect the rights of students with disabilities. To receive these services, a student must first have an official special education evaluation to determine if they qualify. An IEP is a detailed written plan developed for students who qualify for special education services. If you have any questions about special education or the IEP process, please feel free to reach out to the Special Education Department. If your child is enrolled as a special education student, the parent or guardian must provide the most recent signed IEP from the previous school district. If you want to request a new evaluation to see if your child qualifies for special education services, you can submit a SPED referral letter. This letter is available from your child's school or the special education department. Regarding transportation, if your child's IEP includes transportation, the special education department will start the process. They will send a transportation form to the transportation department and you will be notified once the arrangements are finalized. Below are the dates for the SPED pack for the school year 2025-2026. Please take this brief survey by scanning the QR code. Thank you.